Konami, we're actually gonna fire Hideo Kojima in association with G-Spot Entertainment. Want to know how to tell if an old school classic Japanese game has been handed over to Western devs? The subtitle doesn't contain one or more words you have to look up in a dictionary, or a reference to classical music. This game is another example of Western devs getting their hands on a Japanese game and saying, fuck it, reboot. It's not like Castlevania had a complex lore that would confuse new players.
Victory is the natural objective of every creature on this world. They will kill and die for their kind to dominate.
Well, if you're going to start your game with narration, might as well hire Patrick Stewart. However, that's all you hired him for and he has no other part in this game. You are getting some sins for that. I'm looking at you, Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Some call this eternal struggle equilibrium.
Pretty certain it's actually called Survival of the Fittest, but since I'm not Patrick Stewart, I'll probably lose that argument in a narration battle. I'm starting to think Dark Ages Europe was 90% dead trees and crows.
These are dark times. Times without hope. Men of faith claim that this is a test from God to strengthen our spirit. Perhaps this is true.
It's probably true. Otherwise, what would this game even be about? Ah, he's anime gorgeous. Well, dip me in chocolate and throw me to the lesbians. This game has quick time events. Boy, that's a big moon. Neil deGrasse Tyson would probably have a word about that. Just in case you're an idiot, every interactable thing in this game will be highlighted. Even the things in cutscenes where they don't need to be highlighted since you can't do anything else but the quick time events anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say no way in hell can you lift a pole that big all on your own.
I am Gabriel. I have traveled here seeking the Guardian of the Lake.
It took 10 minutes for this game's main character to say a single line and introduce himself. I was starting to think I'd made a mistake and Gabriel was a silent protagonist. At no point did the werewolves attack Gabriel's horse. In fact, it disappeared during that fight. You keep making the moon that big, E.T. better fly past it.
What motivates a man to confront the challenges that most of us would run from? Condemning him to solitude, exposing him to defeat and death.
I know, right? If only we could get a dream sequence flashback to explain everything. Fuck. I wasn't being serious.
I hear you seek the Guardian of the Lake.
And where or whom did you hear that from? Gabriel mentioned it to a villager a minute ago, but I don't think he was the one to inform you. But then again, you're a magical horse, so I guess that's all the explanation I need. Talking horse still chooses to neigh. Werewolves riding werewolves? Gotta admit, that's new, but still, what the fuck? Too fast, too werewolf. The bridge is out cliché. Fly, shit biscuit, fly! Fly us to a better game. I see that the guy who paints climbable ledges white started using phosphorescent paint. Who does that? It's a bomb, you idiot! There was still a quarter of the wick left, yet the bomb goes off instantly as soon as Gabriel throws it at the goblin's feet. This swamp is possibly the most annoying pace-killing level I've ever played. All that alchemy just to add a hook to the end of the chain.
I am the Guardian of the Lake of Oblivion, where the living can communicate with the dead.
Greek god Pan speaks with a Russian accent. In fact, where in Europe is this game set exactly? The accents are all over the place. It's narrated in an English accent, Gabriel sounds Scottish, and now this.
Tell me, warrior, are you aware of what is happening in the world?
Yeah, clue us in on the plot already. It's been like an hour and I still have no idea what I'm doing.
My wife, Marie, was murdered not 2 days ago by the evil that roams these lands.
Of course she was. That's the plot of 90% of games anymore.
Why have the Brotherhood of Light sent you to the Lake of Oblivion?
I was instructed to seek you out, in the hope that you may show me the path.
Wouldn't an order of Christian knights have an issue with consulting a pagan god for advice? In all seriousness, fuck this puzzle and all puzzles like it. Furthermore, Gabriel could totally jump over those gaps and bypass this stupid thing. Well, that was a brilliant bit of foreshadowing. Now I'll definitely be shocked at the end when they reveal Gabriel killed his wife. Someone working on this game really liked Shadow of the Colossus. Really liked Shadow of the Colossus. Sure, you can totally hold back that Titan's hand. Somehow.
Give me your dagger, quickly!
Trust me, I killed all 16 Colossi before. You can land safely from any height as long as you stick the landing.
Marie!
Dude, it's just a bunch of generic ghost stuff. How do you know that's your dead wife?
The world has been isolated from the heavens. Some believe that God has abandoned us. Can it be true?
I feel...
Skip!
I am Zobek, a warrior of your brotherhood.
Look, I know I said this is what I wanted, but part of me just can't help but ask, why is Patrick Stewart wasted on this game?
Is that the spirit of someone you know?
Yes. It was my wife.
Forgive me. I couldn't help but overhear what she told you.
Then why did you first ask him if it was someone he knew? They referred to each other as husband and wife multiple times. This game combines the voice of Patrick Stewart with the look of Sean Connery from Highlander and still managed to create an underwhelming character. This game doesn't know how saws work, because wrapping a spiked chain around something and then pulling without something to pull it back in the other direction is a pretty futile effort.
So he has found another of Gandalf's upgrades.
Gandalfi? Did you guys think you could get away with sticking an I at the end of Gandalf and having Patrick Stewart say it? Because you did. Castlevania's boob rendering technology is 10 years beyond Metro Last Light. Also, demon tits. Are you backflipping everywhere you go? What are you, a Power Ranger? Hold on, lady. Only the main character can get away with being mute in cutscenes. You better have one good explanation. What's up, baby? Like my ride? I was gonna trade it in for a new model, but you know, the economy these days. Again with the backflipping. Were you born on an Olympic training ground? You can walk and run normally. It's far faster and not to mention safer and calorie efficient. You even backflip into the scene to stop the Black Knight from killing Gabriel. Lady, get it out of your system already. You've backflipped everywhere you've gone. Now you choose to walk normally?
The crystals can be really useful in combat. You can find crystal shards scattered all over the place.
Thanks, Castlevania Wikipedia lady. My name's Gabriel, by the way.
How can I hear your voice?
I'm not moving my lips. I have the gift. I can also read minds.
But why not just talk normally in this situation? He's right in front of you. And why did you stay mute till now if you can do this?
The door will only open with the power of a crystal. You need to find 4 shards to create the whole crystal.
This game would be a hell of a lot shorter if it didn't make you constantly find keys or crystals to open doors. 2 freaking minutes of watching this Titan reconstruct itself. Really light shadow of the Colossus. You could have chosen a less sacrificial looking altar to sleep on. You were just asking to be sacrificed.
You must remove the gauntlet from the knight. It is a key, and the moment will come when you will be in great need of it.
That gauntlet is big enough to fit around Gabriel's chest. How is he supposed to wear it? We're supposed to believe Gabriel killed Laura in his sleep, but I'm more willing to believe she messed up a backflip and landed on the thing.
Hey, listen!
Navi got a boob job. You guys are scraping the bottom of the Castlevania barrel if you're breaking Cornell, the hero from the N64 Castlevania, into this. That's an era Castlevania fans tried to forget.
But you are ignorant. Ignorant of the real truth of your situation.
It is you who are ignorant.
Nuh-uh, you are.
The Founders fought fiercely against the spawns of Satan, and finally tipped the equilibrium in God's favor.
Why would God need help with anything? If he can't do it all on his own, why call him God? Man, this Sin video is getting a bit too Epicurean. This isn't even my final form cliché.
Oblivion. Sempiternum. Daemonis.
That's Latin for, yeah, eat it, bitch. Or so I'm told. Sup, I'm a bald eagle. In Europe of all places. Oh no, that's cool. Just drop me off here on this ledge rather than take me all the way to the vampire's castle. You must be related to those eagles from Middle-earth. They have a cave troll. Okay, I'll stop with the Lord of the Rings jokes. As long as a hobbit-looking motherfucker doesn't show up, though. Like I said earlier, any height as long as you can stick that Olympic-winning landing. I've heard this monster roar sound effect in so many other places that I think it's safe to call it the Monster Wilhelm Scream. 6 hours into this game and we finally come to a castle.
Word has spread of our quest. The vampire clan have slaughtered this entire village.
Why would villagers live outside a castle full of vampires in the first place? You would have to expect something like this would happen eventually.
I am told the abbot possesses an ancient relic that harnesses the power of the sun. It is said to be capable of burning vampires and reducing them to ashes.
Harnesses the power of the sun. It's holy water, dude. Sun's got nothing to do with it. Blood dripping from the ceiling cliché. Those blocks have to weigh several tons each, and you're holding one up all by yourself? I mean, I know you're Patrick Stewart, but come on.
I'm sure there must be a way of entering the library from here.
Dude, have you bothered to look around? You are already in a library.
Here it is. I found it.
You're reading a book while Gabriel does all the fighting?
The need of the many outweighs those of the few.
Thanks, Spock. I wonder if they included that line just because they wanted to hear Jean-Luc Picard say it. Sup? I took the easy way. How'd it go for you? We came all this way for a vial of holy water, and you just know that shit is gonna fall out of every pot Gabriel breaks for the rest of this game.
No! It's mine! You can't take it!
You're an abbot. You can make more holy water. In fact, why haven't you made gallons of this stuff already? Perfectly timed karma.
Luckily, one of the villagers has revealed to us a secret path into the demon's castle. This will lead Gabriel into the sewers.
Sewer level. This puzzle again? Oh, I kind of accidentally solved it in just a few seconds this time. But still, fuck this puzzle. Your hair would have to be 3 times longer than you are tall to work.
The board is ready for you. Do you like it?
No, not really. It's just as stupid as when it was in the Sorcerer's Stone. Just what chess needed. RNG.
Her mother, the one who commands here, is now fully aware of his presence, and that Laura herself still has some part to play in our tale.
But only really in the DLC, so you have to pay for it. You see, this is why I don't eat at Applebee's. How did that cauldron hold any liquid in the first place if it had that huge crack in it?
This part of the castle was once where acclaimed scientist Friedrich von Frankenstein conducted his experiments into artificial life.
This game takes place in the year 1047. The fictional Dr. Frankenstein lived sometime in the 1700s, and Tesla coils were not invented until 1891. Steampunk spider.
It's not fair! I never lose! You're a cheat. And you're going to pay!
Suddenly I'm getting League of Legends flashbacks. Please report Gabriel for feeding. Sith lightning.
He is close now, close to the bitch who commands these vampire vermin.
Whoa! Patrick Stewart dropping the B-bomb. Can we get more of that?
You shall not pass!
You shall not pass!
Oh, come on. I had to do that one. Good thing you accidentally killed him in this spot, or else you would have had no idea how to open that door. How do you keep that thing from coming open? And why would you even bother keeping it closed if you're that comfortable showing that much?
We are not so different, you and I.
We are not so different, you and I, cliché. Combat break. Before, when Laura hit Gabriel with lightning, it had him on the brink of death. Now, not so much. Not likely. Just how long is that chain anyways? Gabriel really gets off on impaling his enemies in this game. Hint, hint. How did you get back down here? You were impaled on a pike and then the tower collapsed. And the same goes for you. At least she has the excuse of being able to fly.
Only when we look inside ourselves can we truly begin to understand.
Fucking mirror metaphors, man, I tell ya.
How far are you prepared to go to uncover the truth?
Trailer line.
So Pan comes again with words of wisdom and advice for our hero.
Bullshit he did.
Master told Baba you would come.
Hey, a female golem.
Keys of 3. Bring me 3, and you will see. Baba glad to set you free.
Ugh, you're a rhymer too.
Now Baba put you inside the box.
That's not a sentence I ever want to hear from someone like you.
But one path must end here.
I grow tired of your riddles. Speak clearly for once.
Gabriel would be good at game sense. Yeah, there is no way Pan fit himself into that armor. I mean, just look at the guy. That red hot codpiece has got to be the worst.
We are one and the same, you and I.
We are one and the same, you and I. Wait a minute. So which is he like, the vampire chick with big boobs or the skeleton? Really like Shadow of the Colossus. It's no more believable the second time. And he stuck the landing again, ladies and gentlemen.
We can now end this, once and for all. Come.
Yes, let's bring an end to this charade.
Aw, damn it, Patrick Stewart's a bad guy.
Each unwilling to concede or cooperate with the others.
There is no way that mocap performance is Patrick Stewart's.
I desired that ultimate power and was prepared to probe the very depths of hell in search of knowledge to acquire it. I fought hordes of demons and became strong. Then a force so vast and terrible entered into me, expanding my knowledge of the dark arts until it reached unimagined heights.
I'm not quite sure if Patrick Stewart is giving a serious performance here or just hamming it up. Because let's be honest, the guy can do and often does some serious ham.
And you have been the perfect dupe.
5 freaking minutes of villain monologue. Blowfill would tell you to hurry it the hell up.
I needed your strength of will and courage to complete the quest. but I couldn't risk you becoming too powerful. I needed to control you at the end.
But it was Pan's idea to take the gauntlet from the Dark Knight. You had no part in that.
Yes, Gabriel, now you finally understand. It was you who murdered your wife.
Oh no, what a shocking twist. I totally did not see that coming.
No! You lie! Bastard!
Search your soul, Gabriel. You know it to be true.
It's not true. That's impossible!
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
Yeah, you go, Patrick. You chew that scenery.
Hail, mighty Zelbeck.
Who's there? Who?
Don't you remember me? I came to you in the void. I granted you knowledge and power.
The only person I'll accept for voicing the role of Satan is Tim Curry, thank you very much. Especially when he's pulling the rug out from under Patrick Stewart.
In fact, I planted the idea for this whole elaborate ruse into your tiny mind.
And now we have villain monologue number 2. Heaven apparently has a very low decibel tolerance.
It is what is in men's hearts that he cares about. He loves you as he loves me. We have only to ask for forgiveness deep within ourselves and be welcomed back.
Am I in church?
You monkeys don't deserve redemption.
Was that an evolution joke? From Satan? If either one of you goes Super Saiyan, I'm out.
Get over here!
Man, Satan is a little bitch.
I knew I could not tell you, or despair would have eroded your resolve and everything would have been lost.
You could have at least told him that Zolbeck was lying. That would have helped somewhat.
You are a good man, Gabriel. You are as God intended, fallible, yet capable of great things. I see before me a man who has regained God's favor.
This ending sponsored by the Catholic Church.
And what of you? Why have you been hiding all this time? Gabriel.
Don't you dare call me that.
Yeah, there's no way I'm playing through the DLC of this game to find out why Gabriel is now Dracula.
Isn't Dracul.
I am the noun.
Isn't Dracul.
Why are you speaking Romanian? Aren't you Scottish? Regardless of whatever accent you're faking, this is wrong. My video, my rules. This city looks American judging from the signs and buildings, yet there's a huge Gothic cathedral right in the middle of the downtown area.
Help me, and I can free you of your immortality.
Sequel baiting.
But enough talk! Have at you!